7.
Welcome back, everyone, to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We are back from break. When we left our heroes, they had just completed a puzzle, and trapped themselves in a now roaring arena with this immense undead boulette that immediately hops out of the ground and whops into Ezrah, pinning him in the corner.
Jeremy hates me.
Let's do this, shall we? Let's do this, shall we? Okay. Couple things to note. Each of the statues begins to glow brightly.
Jesus.
And it is loud here. The crowd is roaring so loudly that you all are deafened.
Huh?
Ezrah?
Question?
Yes.
I speak to the person closest to me. Ashes.
We're deafened.
Can you hear me in your mind?
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard to make out with the roar and everything like that,
there's a
but you
lot
can
going
hear
on,
him in your
but-
mind. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Question: is the cheering
It's audible.
physical audio that we're
Yeah,
actually hearing with our
Yeah, you're hearing with
headphones?
your ear canals. Yeah.
Okay.
Look for the speakers.
It's fucking loud. Ezrah, it is loud to the point to where you realize certain verbal components might be difficult.
Oh.
I.e. the
Wait,
concept
wait.
of like when you're
So-
casting, typically when you're
Hold
casting spells, when you need verbal components, part of the magic is the words coming out in the arcane language, right? You're not sure that casting with a verbal component is gonna do anything in this roar.
So is this like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around, does it make a sound?
Now,
kind of deal?
now, basically, I'll tell you straight up, Jake. It's if you cast with a verbal component, you'll have to make a check to succeed.
Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos.
So, at the top of the round, Ezrah, you're slammed into the wall. You hear this roar, just deafening everything around you, and this creature is just mouth agape, but nothing's coming out in front of you. And the statue to the left of you just begins to brightly glow. What do you want to do?
Are those 2 3d6s damage you took?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not. He took half the damage
Half
because
of
he's
them.
saved.
I took 14
okay.
damage out of that.
Okay.
But yes, I took damage.
Because I can't see your health bar because you're like at the edge of my vision.
Mhm. All right. So I get the impression that verbal components might not. I
Might not
understand
work.
that
Yes,
is-
yeah.
oh,
You can understand that it's just so loud, like your instinct. I imagine like Ezra's instinct in this type of scenario is to kind of like reach out to magic, and as you do, you're kind of like you realize there's gonna be difficulty with anything that has a verbal component. Basically, you'll have to make a check to see if it succeeds or not.
Well, I'm panicking right now because I'm between a
Yeah.
rock creature and a hard place.
Mm-hmm.
And I am actually going to go ahead and cast Misty Step, but using my meta magic of Subtle Spell, which removes the verbal and thematic components.
I didn't even know you fucking had that.
Fuck off, I'm getting out of here.
Didn't even know you had that. That's fucking awesome. Oh, that's great. All right, where are you blinking to?
That is a good
7.
question.
So what are your metas now? Is it transmutation and subtle?
So I got 3 at 10.
He has 3 now, yeah.
So I still have twinned, and then the other 2. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna bamf over
you know
here.
that boy has twin.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bet your ass I ain't getting rid of
As
twin.
soon as like you're gone, the creature begins to kind of like shuffle around and it's just these massive gaping empty eye sockets.
And seeing these statues starting to illuminate terrifies me. Just like, any sudden movements terrify me. So I'm gonna go into this alcove that once held a statue. I am assuming that is now an empty alcove.
Computers are unable to calculate things that Ezra is afraid of.
Jeremy?
Say what? Sorry.
Alcoves are now empty, so I can move into one.
Yes. However, as you appear next to Bones and then begin to move, this statue, which is now like radiating light, you see this kind of like big spectral axe suddenly appear. This radiant axe appear and go whoosh and chop at you as you kind of like apparate.
Wait.
Oh.
The one right next to Bones?
Yes. Please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
It's chopping me.
No, it's chopping at Ezra.
11?
It
What do you mean right next to me? He's way up there.
Well, he walked
he
past-
appeared right to your
I
left.
vamped right next to you.
Yeah.
With Misty Step, and then I rushed back.
As you are rushing away from this thing, it swipes you. There is this blossom of pain across your back. You take 20 radiant damage.
Ow. Oh, so these are like guardian spirits or whatever they're called.
Anything else for your turn, Ezra?
Yes, I am then going to use
Spiritual
Chill Touch at the
guardians.
creature.
There it is.
You're gonna use what on it?
Chill Touch,
Okay, gotcha.
which may or may not work because it's undead, but and it does have a verbal component to it.
Okay, so it does have a verbal component. Roll an Arcana check for me.
90% of my
DC
stuff
is
verbal
14.
component. Ugh.
Ooh.
You
I'm
go
gonna
to
use my meta magic to re-roll that,
okay.
even though I already rolled to hit and know it probably.
Hey! Crit. Nice. Or well, shit. That doesn't do anything. I'm sorry. I was really excited.
It's magical guidance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fair enough. Okay. So it does hit. You're able to kind of like initially, you kind of like
Ooh, 13
the
hits.
words drown out, but then your eyes kind of like flash with lightning, and you push through, and then the spectral claw appears and rakes down the side of the undead creature, who you can see the black tendrils of necrotic energy kind of like begin to pierce into it and then kind of suffuse off of it, right? Not really doing too terribly much.
Oh yeah, rake me.
Okay.
Mm.
Bones.
Oh, you don't like to be raked, bro?
You're up.
Okay.
Do you even rake?
Do you even rake, bro?
No, bro, I don't rake. Oh, okay. Nobody's near.
I
us.
really wish I was, what's his name? Toto from...
Africa.
I can't remember his name now, from Jujutsu Kaisen, where I could just like clap and swap places.
Yeah. Okay. I go right here, right here, and I hold an action to whip attack when I'm gonna get snake attack.
Okay. Gotcha.
Turnover.
All right.
Man, that'd be a really cool, like, reaction skill.
To swap
Super
places.
cool.
Yeah, so
Overpowered as
like,
shit.
I think that's one of the Taldore wizard classes has something with
Like-
that with Dunamancy.
like I would like it'd be super cool to like play a melee class that I can swap in and like get smacked in the face for people.
Night
Is that the
Casey.
cool part?
I mean, mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like, I've actually wanted to play like a shield master character that just like nothing but tank.
Shield Master, Sentinel.
Yeah.
You mean that's not what Aldrich is?
Gotcha.
Mm.
Bones,
but Aldrich isn't all tank.
Bones, as you move,
Yeah.
there is a flash of light. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, as I move.
I actually do really like Battle Master though.
So the arc of radiant light, you're able to dodge out of the way of the majority of it, but there's a crackling energy that kind of sweeps into you. You take 10 radiant damage.
No, I don't take any damage on dexterity saves.
Oh, right. Evasion. So there is a crackle of energy that kind of like washes over past you, and you're able to kind of like flatten out of the way.
Jeremy,
Good. Gotcha.
The middle one is just a pitfall. It's not a statue, right?
Yeah, it's just a statue. Or it's just a pitfall.
I
There you
thought
go.
that was a statue too. I was trying to split the difference.
Good. Gotcha. All right. Next up, Matashtai.
Jeremy, as each of them left the zone of these statues, was there anything telling? Like, are there like
So
spectral
I
eyes
mean,
following them? Is there like?
It seems like when you're moving in the range, it doesn't seem to matter like if you end in a certain location. It's if you're moving in the range of the statue. It seems like that's a problem.
It does seem like that's a problem actively. An active problem, not a passive problem.
I mean,
That would be-
it might
that would be
not
not-
be
That would be
efficient way of resources, but you could try disengaging.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm just worried about wasting a key point to just still get hit in the face by two statues. But
What are you disengaging from, though? I just don't understand.
the
Doesn't
it's the two statues that are gonna hit me.
doesn't disengage specifically say like a creature or object? No, I don't think it says like an object. I don't know.
I have no idea what it specifically says.
I don't either. I think it says an enemy, maybe. I don't know.
Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I'm gonna try it. After seeing both of them get hit by traveling away
I
from
get
these
hit.
things, or well, attempted to be hit. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna use a key point to use Step of the Wind and
Okay.
disengage.
Gotcha.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
As you are moving, one of the statues takes a swipe at you, but only one of the statues takes a swipe at you.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Do I get the feeling the one was because of the disengage, or just because I was?
Provided actually 0 information.
Okay.
You beat beats it. It is a DC 14. You also have evasion, so you also take no damage from the success. There's just this blossom. So there's this. It's like it's kind of like Gundam Wing, right? The Buster shot, or right, like it's when it sweeps across people, and then there's the after effect of all the explosions or whatever. So there's this radiant
cool.
light that kind of like cuts through the air. And then
That's
there's
sick
kind
as
of like
hell.
this little after of radiant
Can I
energy.
do that? Can I have that? As a...
Can you do that? I mean, you can narrate however you want to
All
narrate.
right. What do I have to subclass into to do that?
It's the special class Gundam. You have to. Here's what you have to do. You missed your opportunity already. You actually have to like die and become a Warforged.
Or shit. I wasn't told this in the other campaign.
That's a real missed opportunity there.
All
right. So you disengage. You a swipe is taken at you. What do you want to do?
I get up on this man.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, do I have to?
DC 10.
Good thing you're great at those. No.
You're real fucking focused right now. Okay.
Chill.
0.
You close with the
Zero.
undead bullet. What do you want to do?
I got Tom McCurry out.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
Oh,
double.
hey. Okay, he's closed, right? That's
Yeah,
my,
sneak
my
attack.
reaction.
Sneaky D deck.
Whip a dag. Dag whip. Which one of these is not sneak attack? There it is.
Okay.
Oh, it's a crit. Oh, it's a crit.
Oh, crit that boy.
Nice.
Enjoy that damage.
Very nice. Okay. Got
35 plus 7, 42.
Yep.
God bless. That is
Damn.
Nice.
stupid.
Very nice.
That's a weak
Stupid damage.
All right.
I'm a rogue.
He whips this dag, and this bone dagger like hits this undead belay in the shell of its head, and where it hits, it's like right next to the eye, the missing void eye. Right, it doesn't penetrate in, but it actually hits in the shell right next to it, and you see this just fissure of cracks across the thing's skull, or the carapace where its skull is. Just begin to like open
Tom
up.
McCurry, I attempt to slam that dagger into its face more.
Do it! Please hit that dagger.
Well, that'll be what it is.
That's a Misseroonie.
I attempt again.
Yeah, he does it.
That's a success. Okay, absolutely, hell yeah.
Why is your crit higher than mine? Is
It's
that
a
a plus
little-
1 weapon?
Yeah,
a
it's
little
plus
less
one.
than.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that is 16 damage. You hit the dagger. The dagger penetrates further into the creature's carapace and shatters. That dagger's gone, Zach.
You fucker!
I'm sorry. I thought
That
it was
dagger is
cool.
gone. But you watch as the majority of the shell on top of it cracks away and begins to like slide off, almost kind of like in an avalanche kind of style. Like large chunks of shell, of carapace kind of slough off the side of it, and you can see exposed skull beneath it. Its AC has decreased by 2.
Oh, cool.
Good lord.
Okay, real quick, is that because of what I did, or is that just a mechanic?
No, it's because of what you guys did. Because he crit with the dagger
Let's
and
go.
fractured its shell, and then you were like, wait, I want to hit that dagger, and then you crit on that dagger, and fuck yeah, sure, let's go.
That's
Wait, what happened? We got some mechanical benefit?
Yeah,
I
you
like
guys,
mechanical
you
benefits.
decreased
AC
its
drop by
AC by 2. You basically
Hell
broke
yeah.
open its head to where
Like-
its skull is exposed, and now its DC is reduced by 2.
We shield broke it.
Yeah,
Only cost
Well.
me 1/14 of all of my daggers.
exactly. I mean, you know? Alright.
I mean, you could probably make some dope daggers out of this guy.
Anything else?
Very
Kyle?
fragile.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you want from me.
I'd like another bone dagger.
You stabbed
part.
me.
You tried to run.
Wow, that's not dark at all.
You tried to run. Holy shit. Matashtai, it's your turn. Go.
That was the end of my turn.
Oh, is that the end of Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, then it is the Undead Boulet's turn. Two things happen. The first thing is
Oh no.
the first
Oh,
thing
no.
is that it rears up with its now like exposed like skull, and the underside of it's still like this big shell, right? So it rears. It's like fighting in Monster Hunter. You guys are like breaking parts. It rears
Hell
up,
yeah.
and there's like
That's cool.
massive gaping jaws go to like slam down on you. Okay. So 22.
Oh, that'll hit, yeah.
Okay. So it does like it bites onto you.
Ow.
And you are in this kind of like struggle to rip
I feel
yourself
like I'm
out
using
of its
Tom
teeth.
Akiri to not be
Yeah,
eaten right now.
absolutely. But just the pressure and like it hits you like in the shoulder and everything. Like you hear like bones like crunch. You take 21 piercing damage,
God bless.
and then this fucking thing. It
Oh,
falls.
no.
It falls to sand. And you watch as
What?
this whirlwind of sand across the floor, and then
Oh,
the creature
no.
coalesces back and lands in front of Bones.
That's cool.
With him still in its mouth? Or
No. He leaves Matashtai behind.
I'm like shaking sand out of my.
Ashes, you're up.
It's coarse and gets everywhere. Okay.
There's a big ass hole in the middle.
Oh,
there.
I see the big ass hole.
He's gonna jump it. He knows how far he can jump. He's gonna jump it.
And so I get down low, start running. As I'm running,
As you're running,
oh,
there's this whoosh
Yep.
that swings out at you. I need you to make a
Yep.
dexterity saving throw.
By the way, how does jumping work as far as movement speed? Can he move to the end of his movement speed then jump?
No, it's supposed to count it as part of your
Yeah,
allowed.
it's supposed to, like,
Your jumping is the maximum that
It's-
you can run. And
It's absolutely really weird, but I think raw, in theory, what it's supposed to be is if you run and you like, I'm gonna jump right before I run out of movement, like 5 feet before I run out of movement. In theory, you go do, jump, and you could say you could jump 30 feet, right? In theory, you go do, jump, you hit this wall, and then you fall, and you stop right there.
Okay.
That's the raw translation, which I think is real dumb. So I tend to try to like play towards.
It's dumb, but jump is also a weird way to break mechanics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Just
if people
don't
are
say, "I
it's.
jump at the-"
I will try to play it. I will always try to play it situationally. If someone is just trying to do a cool thing and it's a one-off, then I tend to go with it. But if they're being abusive and every fucking move, I'm gonna jump by additional 10 feet. Every
I run
move, I'm
and
gonna
I
jump by
jump for
10.
double movement.
Nah, fuck
Right,
you.
yeah.
That's
There
yeah,
was
that's
there was that UA, that bunny race that actually can do that. That's not
Ooh.
part of their movement.
See, that would, if it's a part of your character, then okay, sure, fine, whatever.
That's
All right.
yeah, I like that.
You do succeed on the dexterity saving throw. You don't have evasion though, so you do take 10 radiant damage to the back.
Yeah, dumbass demon.
Dumbass.
Not
So
an
you take
evasion
a
having
few
motherfucker.
Yeah,
No.
finally something you're not resistant to.
I
Fucking
grin and
yeah,
bear it.
Bitch.
And as I start running, I'm slowly like transforming. I leap into the air, and when I land on the other side, I'm in Lycan form.
I
He's
love
gonna
this.
multiclass into something that has evasion.
That's
And I
right.
land.
Oh, don't worry, I'm sure.
As you are flying over the pits, a second undead delay.
Damn, there's two!
I'm
Oh
jumping
shit!
over it. I look down and I go,
Oh,
oh,
no!
It basically like jawses you out of the air.
Oh,
No,
shit.
that would be really fucking cool, but that does not happen.
Oh damn, that would be so
Jeremy!
cool.
That would make
What a
this encounter
just-
way fucking crazy.
I mean, you
Uh,
could have given it half HP.
that
You
would
could
have
have
been
made
cool.
it the
Yeah.
weaker of the two.
Anyways,
Damn it, Jeremy.
moving on. Ashes, what would you like to do?
I would like to take my maul, grip it tightly between my two hands, and I'm gonna aim for that gooey center.
Fantastic.
I mean, there's no goo, bro. Only dust. I'll be always
23 hits?
dust in the wind.
That's actually a 15. Feral Might gives me a +1, but I don't have that in the maul anywhere.
Okay.
So that's 19.
Oh, you
Alright.
also just get a +1 to every.
Do you have your right up now?
I do. It's been up. I've always had my maul. As long as I am holding on to the weapon I've righted, the right just stays up indefinitely.
Okie dokie. You slam into this creature. Picks up.
And do it again. Oh.
That's
Oh
a
boy, he's
good
gonna
hit.
do it.
So that's 15. Another 19.
Okay.
19.
Just each hit is just like blowing shards off of this creature. You can hear the snap of bones beneath it.
Damn.
Right?
Blow them shards, bro.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm not super happy that I regularly hit and then I crit for the same amount of damage, but
Eh, it happens. All right.
But yeah, your
That's-
turn.
End of your turn. Beginning of Ezra's turn. Ezra, you're up.
Yeah.
Poor thing doing 34 damage.
Yeah, it's
Or
almost as much as me.
36, sorry, 36.
You guys do a bunch of damage.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, sure.
Do I want to blow something big or not?
Nah, it's fine. Just
I mean,
probably.
this
Fine.
thing's already got a busted up skull. I think you're okay.
Yeah, bro, his skull's busted up, bro. Bro.
Bruh,
Yeah.
bruh.
It's a rewind time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Will Smith.
Yeah.
I never actually watched that, but like there were so many memes about it.
I watched.
What you
the
doing, Ezra?
rewind. It was real bad.
I believe that.
That's what it,
With how bad it
I
was ravaged.
grasp my gloves and I call out Trek.
oh damn! What you trading, bro?
Oh shit.
You
Trading these elbows.
And I'll be
Trade this
15
dude.
cold damage if a 19 hits.
A 19 does hit. 15 cold damage. Okay. You sure you don't want to go with necrotic damage?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank,
Oh,
thank
you
you for
get to
double
choose each
checking. though.
time?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get to choose. All right.
Because I'm a craftsman.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, they'll do it.
Bones, you're up.
I'm up on bones and I'm flanking.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, well, I don't have anything else. So double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
Advantage attacking. Pew pew. 23 probably hits. Sneak attack.
Yeah, the 23 and a 26 both hit. Yeah.
Okay. 37 damage.
Okay.
Turnover.
You step into this creature after you hear the smashing from behind as Ashes is just wailing into the back of the creature. You see these two bolts streak past you, cold energy, and then you step in. Your scimitar comes up, hits, and it just clips the side of this thing's mouth to where the entire... So, like, the left side is still, like, partially carapaced, and that all just... One big chunk just shatters and falls to the side. And you see this thing paw once, twice, and then you just... kind of, like, on the side, basically kind of, like, at its neck. And there's nothing there to, like, cut through necessarily or anything like that, but there's some semblance of the blow that you deliver that seems to sever whatever magic is animating this creature.
Yeah, I cut
And
magic.
It and the whole thing kind of, like, rests for a second, settles, and then all of the all of the shell that is broken, right? The pile over in the corner near Matashtai, the portion that just sloughed off next to you, right? All of that begins to just kind of like turn into sand and blow away. But the skeleton and the remaining portions of armored carapace stay on the ground in front of you. All of
What
the
a nice
statues,
guy.
all of the statues go. They begin to, and the radiant energy washes away from them, and then that that cheering crowd, right, suddenly goes quiet, and you hear this, "Victory for our great king!"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I'm a king.
the crowd
Hell yeah.
roars again.
Yep. Does that mean I have the hand of the king now? Is that I'm a king?
And it seems as if the danger has passed.
All right, let me take a look at these bones. Are these nice bones? So you have nice bones, or he's old undead bones? I don't like old undead bones. I like nice bones.
Under your keen appraisal, they do seem kind of like old undead bones. The animation process is not necessarily kind. They're not cared for. They're weathered. They're not fresh. And the creature, this is a fierce specimen of this type of creature. But the creature itself is not as strong as other creatures that you have fought before.
Damn. Shit bones. Alright, well, I'm good to go then. That was fun.
Ashes, I failed to mention this because I was a little distracted messing with you. But when you made your leap over the pits and did not get gobbled by a second undead bullet, that doesn't mean that the pit was empty.
Was the pit empty though?
As when you leapt over it, you would have seen, at least in a brief glance, glittering below.
Glittering golden baubles?
By the way, there's loot in that there pit.
I walked right through the pit.
Loot in that there pit. You look over the edge, and there is
I
about
hop down.
there's a 30-foot drop.
I don't hop down there. I hop down, but I like cling to the wall like Mega Man.
Okay.
And this is where Matt's like, all right.
Oh, I love it.
I just walk down.
Cling to the wall like Mega Man.
There is there's like a little treasure heap at the bottom of this pit. Shining with ancient coins and gemstones, and you see throughout, dotted amongst the pile, crystalline vials, as well as an oddly shaped wooden box.
Oh, I love dwarves. God, I love dwarves so much.
We would like to loot.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
is I will let you. This is going to be a process. It will take up your situations tracker.
Yeah, whatever.
That's fine. We'll fight a bitch for this.
We'll fight a bitch for
worth it.
this. Okay. You find a hoard of treasure. You find 500 copper pieces. Now note,
Are you gonna copy pasta this?
I will copy pasta it. Sure.
Okay.
These coins are ancient. They look way different
We're
than
collectors, boys.
anything that you've seen before. You find 500 copper pieces.
What if there were 2 copper per copper?
7,000 silver pieces.
Double the investment.
2,100 gold pieces, and 80 platinum pieces.
Actually, this is a pretty fucking good hoard.
You find 11 gemstones.
Yes.
Is anybody interested in the actual gemstones themselves, or are you guys just interested in the coinage of them?
I'm very interested in the
Okay,
gemstones.
so I will. There are 11 gemstones. Each of them are of the, and I'm not going to be coy about it because you're just going to get them appraised.
Sure am.
They are of the 100 gold variety, but there are a bunch of different kinds of them. So if you're interested in one for enchantment purposes, I will give you a whole copy pasta list of what they all are. And then you find 3 different crystal vials and this box.
Damn, I love boxes.
500 copper pieces was all that was down there?
Oh,
No, there's
7,000.
a bunch
silver.
more. Yeah.
So I will
Oh,
now
oh,
begin the
yeah.
copy pasta. That's
Bunch
the
of gold.
money.
Gotcha.
That's a bunch of pee-pee.
Ah, big pee.
Okay. Okay. Guys, you're over 30.
That's
I'm
the
barely- that-
gemstones.
Stop doxing me, bro.
I mean, Jay's almost 40, so...
Hey.
Hey, hey,
No.
hey, hey, hey.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no.
Also, put it in Discord because
I'm-
it reads better in Discord than it does
I'm young
in.
at heart, though, my dude. I'm young at heart.
And then again, there are the 3 crystal vials and the box. Mahogany.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that box is almost certainly magic. So. just toss it
Well,
up there.
actually, ooh, yeah,
10
no.
minutes?
Well,
someone
sure.
doing the
Roll 2 Constitution saving throws.
There.
You me too? Roll 2.
No. Ezra for his concentration on detect magic.
Oh, okay.
12? I don't think I took more than 20 points in one
No,
attack.
You did not.
So
You
you're
took-
good
You took.
on that one, yeah. And yeah, you're good. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd still be up. Absolutely, the box is magical, and the liquids within the 3 crystal vials are magical.
Okay. I guess we walk him up. Look, I'll walk one. I'll take.
Oh, by
that
the way,
shit
the
up.
box
Yeah.
is not so for more clarity. The box is not like a big box. It's just like this big. It's just a little bitty wooden box.
Little box. I
Yeah,
like
little box.
I toss it up to Ezra just to make sure that it's not like a box of holding and gonna split me into fucking
Box
nothing.
of eating your face off. Yeah, I gotcha.
Box
Okay.
of
Give me
holding.
plain box of holding.
Okay. So, while people are doing coinage, are you identifying? Is that what's going on, Ezra?
Mhm.
Okay.
Might as well. We're already.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Has
you're
someone- has
you're
someone-
basically
has someone
already
split
committed
things up?
to the situation. So to the situation. Sorry, what were you saying? I apologize.
I would like the jade and the pearl.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know. I figured. there's a
And
bunch
by
of
the
cool
way,
gemstones.
the
I'll pick
quotations,
the ones
that's
I
like what they come in, so you can just pick if you're particular. You know.
That's a bunch of
I'm a-
silver.
So we've got 1,100. So one person's gonna be down 1 gem.
I'll go
Somebody
down
can
gemstone. I'll go down gemstone because I have all those gemstones from before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will
I
grab
guess
one
so.
more
I take-
gemstone.
So I take 1, and everyone else gets 2.
No, you take 2. Everyone else grabs 3.
Oh, okay.
Odie boy. Hello.
Diamond
All right,
ammo.
Ezra, what you starting with identifying?
So I'm grabbing the jade, the pearl.
just tell me what's left.
I don't care either, Jay, so we can just split the difference.
Man, you guys boring. I'm gonna also take the jet.
Odie boy.
You said the box was magical too?
Yeah.
Start with that.
Okay. So this is actually a really interesting process as you're kind of like you're casting this identification magic and it's kind of a tactile experience at the same time. You're uncovering the secrets both arcanely and from a physical standpoint, and you open the box and it's empty, right? There's nothing within, and I'm just illustrating this. Your magic is guiding you. There's 0 chance of you being in danger. But as you open the box, you realize it's hinged and it folds out. But then you realize that hinge folds the side of the wall that it's attached to out as well. And then the other sides begin to fold out. And you all watch. Well, some of you watch, like as you're kind of like coming up in bits, right? And you watch as Ezrah, in this kind of like arcane trance, identifying this thing, basically folds pieces out, in, out, in, out, until he builds a small boat.
A folding
Whoa!
boat!
Folding
Yeah,
boat!
hell
Yeah!
we needed a boat so bad.
Boat life.
And I think you can actually choose between one of 3 different types of boats you can
Yep.
fold it
Yo,
into.
we can. What kind of boats we got?
Barge.
Fold it up. Fold it to
Barge.
another one.
Hard.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming that is correct.
Can we make a
as to what it is.
sloop-a-doop?
Say what?
That is
I don't
correct.
think
what
it goes as big as
It
a
is
sloop.
absolutely a folding boat. Yes.
Okay. I'm pulling it
Cool.
up now.
Very cool.
Yeah,
In its
boat!
regular
we
form,
we needed that.
in its regular
So
form, it
bad.
weighs 4 pounds. Okay.
Yep.
Just so that you're aware. And then, yes, you can use a command word to turn it into a 10-foot long, 4 feet wide boat, kind of like a rowboat style scenario. And then you can turn it into a 24-foot long, 8-foot wide, which is more, I don't know, kind of like a
Sloopy.
long ship type scenario. And then you can, the third command is that you can turn it back into the box itself. So there's only 2 boats.
Rowboat, long ship,
That's it.
return. Okay.
Hell yeah, folding boat's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
boat.
dope. That's awesome. Ezra, you want to hold on to that?
This probably should go in the bag of holding. It seems like something that we'll only need situationally.
Sure. That's fine. Bones, yours or mine?
I don't care.
I hold up my hand then.
Okay.
All right. The potions, as you kind of go through them, right? The first one that you take a look at has a syrupy consistency, and it looks it has the look of like liquefied iron, right? And as you go through the process of identifying it, you identify it as a potion of invulnerability.
That's a good one.
So that's one of the, if you drink it for 1 minute, you have resistance to all damage.
Yep.
You tapping boy.
Tap him.
He has been
I was watching him.
incessant lately. Like the last day and a half, he is just tap, 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 tap,
Love me.
tap.
Love me.
And I love him constantly, and he's still like, he's just like, no, bad. No,
Tap him.
bad. Yeah,
Tap
you
him.
roll.
Maybe he's having just a rough time, Jeremy,
You
and
roll.
he needs support from his daddy.
Yeah, he's having a rough time because he's attacking his sister all the time now, and he's getting in
I
trouble for it.
mean, maybe if she didn't deserve it.
Ooh.
He's bad boy.
Wow.
He's bad boy. All right, next up you find this is a potion that has a transparent liquid inside, and inside it is this big ass fucking fingernail that's kind of like got this this rocky ridge along it. You
Oh,
identify
no
it
giant strength.
as a potion of stone giant strength.
Gross. Like I thought you were gonna say like a bug or something, and that's for some reason less gross. I would be like, is it tequila?
I would drink a bug before I would ever drink a fingernail.
Oh, boy, you get the pets because
But
someone
Stone
says you have to
Giant?
get the
Hell
pet pets.
yeah.
That's
You
strong.
don't
Boy.
deserve it. Oh, don't you get me?
What is that? Is
Don't you
is
get
that
me?
20 or is that 22?
That's 23.
I think it's 23.
23.
Yeah. Yeah. So
23.
Hill Giant is lowest. Then it's stone. Then it's
Lava.
frost.
I think
Frost.
fire is 25.
Fire.
I thought frost was highest. I thought fire was 25.
25.
Yeah, I think it's
Storm-
fire, then
Storm-
frost.
Storm
then storm.
Giant.
I thought
Storm
I was thinking
Giant is
storm
fire.
was
Fire,
higher.
frost, storm. Storm is highest, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's hill, stone, fire, frost, storm.
That seems right. Yeah.
I
looking
think
it up,
I
yeah.
could be wrong.
Hill, frost, fire, cloud, storm.
Ah,
Okay. Next campaign, we're all giant. In the War
Okay.
of Dragons.
You're all just different types of giants. Okay, awesome. All right,
Yo,
the
that
last
actually kind of
potion.
fun one shot. Actually,
That'd be
I'm
fun.
gonna note that away.
The last giant. The last potion is
The last
it's it is red, but the liquid inside of the crystal vial continuously contracts into a very tiny bead of red and then expands back out. And then
What the hell?
Is this enlarge reduce? No.
it is
shoot,
it
what
is a potion of diminution. Or
Oh, okay, yeah, it is
diminution.
I think you said that right the first time.
Antagonist of Resident Evil 8.
Uh,
Lady Dimitri.
Yeah. So it basically, you can drink it and gain the reduce effect of enlarge reduce.
Is it
without
bad when I can
concentration.
hear the description of a potion? You'd be like, oh, hey, I know what that is.
Oh, yeah. I think they like to make the descriptions kind of like, you know, lead you into them.
Yeah,
If you're aware of things.
And
Yeah.
so that just lowers your current size, right? So if you're large,
Rise
if you're medium, you go to small.
You do lose damage. It's like minus 1d4 damage or something. I'd have to look at the
Yeah,
spell
you
again.
guys would go down because you're all medium, so you would go down to a.
Okay, here's the plan. Next time we run into a giant, we convince it to drink this.
Okay.
Okay.
But why?
To make
Because
it
it'd
weak.
be funny.
It'd be funny and it'd be smaller.
He would be our size.
Exactly.
He could be your best friend at that point.
I don't think he's gonna want to be friends.
Why not? Maybe he always wanted to be smaller.
Then he rages as
You're
a
all
normal-sized
That's
person.
what I always wanted.
All right. So cool. We got all this cool shit.
Yep.
I'm out of
You also get
7.
1,800 experience
Hell yeah. Hell
for
yeah.
the Grand Arena. Only a small portion of that is actually the fight, by the way. A bigger portion of it is just solving the puzzle of opening the arena.
Jay, 63.5?
Also, I want to point out that that thing had
67.5?
damage resistance
Okay.
and never
What did I miss?
never mattered because you guys kept critting it.
Oh. Wait, what'd you say? What about trading?
Jake, Jake and Zach, what are you guys at?
What Zach
67,725.
Yeah, we're at 60. We're at 67,500.
We are not past those two.
That's
We are
below
not-
67,500 is less than 67,725.
Oh shit! Wait, I think I did that wrong. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I am distracted by so many numbers. So you guys are at 60 what?
We're
67.
we're at 725. You guys are at
7?
500, right? That's what he just said? 525 or whatever.
Give me your full number. I need the full number.
67725.
It's pasted
Okay.
in roll 20.
Yeah, and we're like 200 behind them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Then I was right.
Yes.
Jacob is mad about the math.
It was just a math brain fart moment.
Am I bad about math?
I was
You're mad
5,000
about the
experience
math.
behind somehow.
Not
I
mad
don't
about
know how that happened.
Oh shit, Mitch!
I mean, if you walked
Definitely
away when Steve was
wrong.
dishing out experience,
I don't know how I got 5,000 experience behind, but I was.
Oh,
Well,
Holy shit.
64 was level up, so we definitely hit that.
Well, I was that. I was past level up.
all right. So, at
we
this
did
point,
it.
the room is silent. Most of the magic fades here, Ezra. There's a little bit of residual magic, just kind of like background magic from such strong enchantments being here the entire time. I guess this is before you started identifying everything. But after you go through the identification process and you guys get the horde all situated, what do you want to do?
Ow.
Go the way we wanted to go the first time.
I think we should take a rest because I hurt.
Okay. Isn't that kind of a safe place pretty close to here?
Yeah. We've
Yes,
got the place
safe
that
place
plays
is pretty
the
close.
safe room theme.
Okay.
I
shall
think
we
it'd be
go
cool
there?
to use that at least once in this
Let's
entire
do that.
campaign.
Jeremy fast travels to the safe place.
Okay.
Because I don't remember which direction it is.
And
I could find it with enough.
I'm pretty low on key points, so.
I mean, if we could have Fog of War back, we'd be able
Okay.
to see it.
Prior. Jeremy's gonna hate this, but prior to resting, I'm gonna use all of my key points to heal.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of expected that that's the situation, right?
That's by design.
Yeah. I mean,
it feels cheesy as hell to me, but I'm gonna do it.
It feels powerful, and we will keep an eye on it, right? And I don't know. I might like at a later date.
Granted, 10 of my key points were used on healing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you didn't try and stun that undead bullet.
I didn't try to stun shit.
No.
You're never gonna get that chance.
You also
again.
didn't try to heal it.
I actually wanted to, but I got there with no bonus action.
Yeah. And you didn't get another chance because you guys crit like 5 times.
We kind of annihilated that thing.
God damn. It was pretty intense. Well done, everybody. All right, fast travel.
Yep, we're going
Okay.
to the...
So I have 3 heals. Who's lowest?
I'm missing 1 HP.
Okay, you're not getting it.
I think that's when Skeleton punched me.
You're back in the serene calm.
I assume I am
Yeah, you're kind of fucked up.
Than the what is that? 1/8 of your health gone, Ashes?
All right, Ezra, that's all going to you.
12, 17.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's really cool though.
I just triple punch you in the stomach.
It's like,
By the way, like, I'm fully leaning into these are the most aggressive heals you've forgotten.
I feel like that a lot of people playing this subclass will
Probably do that.
You beat us with a healing staff before this. I don't know what is
before
more
you got
terrifying.
beat with a stick. Now
It's
I just
kinda
punch
fun.
you.
Okay, so
All right, so I'm gonna.
I think I have off the top of my head. I think I have a hot fix and so I'm just gonna like voice this conceptually to you guys. The hot fix basically being,
no healing out of combat.
No, absolutely not. I think the hot fix being is that only 2 short rests for every long rest. So once you hit 2 short rests, past that, a short rest isn't going to do you any good anymore. Basically. Okay. So after that, you have to.
I think that's a wonderful hot fix.
If you want to do anything after that, you have to actually take a long rest. And I think that's probably actually not going to do too terribly much to the overall cadence that we already do.
I don't think that's going to do anything. I don't think we've ever taken more than 2 short rests.
Oh, we have.
Well, maybe, but I don't think it's frequent. And again, so I'm not looking to like make sure this needs to be nerfed. But I think I want to avoid a situation where we get into like, oh, let's just short rest. Mitch can use all his key points that he has left to heal us, and then so I just want to put a mechanical point ahead of that to disincentivize that, basically.
Funnily enough, that's exactly the same thing that I had in mind.
I think it works well.
That feels close to what rules is.
Because, like, in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to short rest every hour. Like, it just feels dumb. Like, you break the game there. Like, what's the point of playing that way? There should be, like, a game should have limitations in some way. If you don't, like, it's just weird.
I tend to agree.
So, I think that works really good. Like, 2 short rests, 1 long rest a day.
So we'll play with that for now and keep that as kind of like a mindset. But aside from that, fuck yeah, do the shit out of this. Because again, you guys are doing like the full DPS party, so you know, it's really fun to watch you figure out ways.
And every heal means less stuns and less damage.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this will tick up the situations tracker. We are now at 4. Situations are still irrelevant now.
Man, I got super big into Escape the Fate when I came down to visit you guys. I've not listened to them in a long time.
Yeah. I go back every once in a while, but
they're like after
Ronnie, like when I say I go back, it's always Ronnie versions. It's not the post Ronnie stuff.
He had a new group he did.
Falling in
Reverse.
Yep, Falling in Reverse, which is actually really good. Normally, when I when I go back and listen to Ronnie version of Escape the Fate, I also listen to Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, like there's like 4-ish songs that I'm kind of like, why did you make this? But like the rest are actually pretty good.
They're pretty good. All right, so you guys are able to rest, find your wounds. What do you want to do?
We wish to go back to the arena.
Okay, so
and fight again for another trove.
Fast travel again. Back to the arena.
All right. So guys, we seems like we circled back to our original route. What are you thinking? What's the plan?
I mean, we had the one room where the Umber Hulks were fighting, and there was kind of just that weird chamber. I was thinking about it, and if I'm not mistaken, just to the west of that room should be where the vault is. So maybe there's something in there, a secret passage. Like we said before, if a family member wanted to pay their respects to the king, there'd be a secret way into, and them jumping over a pitfall and going through all those secret doors. The way we first found it doesn't seem like that would be the...
Why? Wouldn't they just know how to walk past them?
If they regardless, it doesn't hurt to look at it a little bit more.
I mean, I don't care.
I mean, we barely spent any time looking in that room. And
Ash said there was nothing in there.
That's true.
I mean, I did.
But we were thinking about other paths, and we checked them out, and I was just kind of going through where we walked and how far south and west we went down in that angle, and that seems to line up, so there might be something there. I just want to expend all of our other options before we make some deal with some entity we don't understand, and this feels like an avenue we haven't discovered. Or
I feel like we haven't fully explored the whole magic hammer suggestion. Just saying.
The magic hammer.
Yeah, we hit it with the real hammer. Now you have to hit it with the magic hammer.
I don't follow.
Spell magic.
Magic hammer.
Yeah, Ezra, I think that's a good idea. I think we look through the chambers closest to that area, see if we can find a way into it. Other than... it feels weird to me that the only way in to see the King Malaire is to speak with some entity that lies to you and tries to make a deal so you can see the king. That feels weird to me. Don't feel right. So
and maybe there's something else in that room that we were missing too. But I can't see a little princeling or ancestor wanting to be harassed by some entity every time they go to pay their respects.
I agree. So let's like you said, let's go look through that room a little bit more, see if we can maybe track something down.
Okay, head back to that room. Are you guys going west or southwest?
The fast one.
God.
Southwest, Jeremy.
I hate you, Jay. Hate you.
I just wanted to do that. Okay, you go south. Push. Find yourself back in the Umber Hulk death room.
Alright, I pop in this bitch and I start looking around.
You pop all up in this bitch. So this place is just ruined, right? There's shattered cabinetry, tables. There are pots and pans and cooking utensils and things like that. Most of them have a little patina on them. A lot of them are rent or bent or dented. And then there is in the northwest, there is a rusted iron water pump in a shallow basin on the floor.
Do you guys have a problem if I took the time to cast Detect Magic on myself?
I imagine you're gonna have to do that while we examine the room anyway.
Alright. I ritually cast Detect Magic.
I walk the walls and try and find secret doors.
Okay. I'm assuming everyone is either perceiving or investigating, so you can roll me either a perception or an investigation. But not you, Ezra. You're casting magic.
I know. Why are you yelling? Why do you hate me so much?
Hey,
Hey,
what was so bad at this?
It's just fun. It's fun.
Making me work for it, man.
Fun to pick.
As Chris
Okay.
called out earlier, Ezra is hard to pin down.
True.
Jeremy
Okay.
thought he had me with his no verbal components.
I didn't think I had you. I honestly figured you'd just pass the Arcana check. Your Arcana's stupid high, so I was just gonna be like, oh, he'll pass the Arcana check. It might be funny if he fails once, and then you failed it on fucking Chill Touch. I was like, what the fuck?
No, he was panicking. He was trapped. He's like, nope, fuck this. I'm getting out of here, and then we'll deal with
All
whatever
right.
this bullshit is.
Matashtai, I'm assuming you're also searching.
So actually, I kind of want to search differently than the other two.
Okay.
So, like a big part of Matashtai is trying to put himself into other people's shoes. So I'd like to try and spend the time meditating and like kind of focusing to try and think like a dwarf thinks, right? And how, like, is our thought process of there being another way in, a way that makes sense, et cetera, and kind of like talk with Valena to see if she has any insight into this scenario and kind of take a different approach than just looking around with my eyes.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Matashtai and Ezra sit down they clear out a little bit of the rubble and sit in the center of the room. Right. Ezra begins going over his notes and ritually casting Detect Magic. And Matashtai closes his eyes and enters a trance-like state. Ashes begins to kind of like just shift debris from the sides of the walls, kind of like looking for scenes.
Just kind
of like being loud, like throwing stuff to the sides. Whereas Bones is kind of like taking the more the critical approach, like just like taking a step back, eyeing the walls, like looking through, checking the water pump for like secret switches or anything like that. And Ashes, Bones, you don't find anything, nothing mechanical, nothing obvious, nothing like that. Matashtai, you meditate and you center on yourself and you begin to think, and you hear in your mind, so what are we thinking?
I gotta think there's another way in. Like I said to the guys, it doesn't make sense to me that the only way to see their king is to make a deal with whatever that is.
Are you sure they wanted a way to see their king?
They made an entire museum to the man. They dictated his life from the point of birth on to great deeds and his death.
Sure, but a museum is for the people. That's how they get to see their king.
Fair.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm not saying you're right.
Fair.
I love their relationship.
Listen here, you little shit.
But if this other option exists, who would know it? Who would employ it?
I keep coming back to the same thing I said to the guys earlier. Someone of the Malarican line. Someone... They don't want strangers coming and seeing this. They don't want... me, for instance.
True.
They don't want me seeing. They want a Malarican dwarf to come in and pay the respects that their kings do. So how do we make the tomb think we're a Malarican dwarf? Or how do we get a Malarican dwarf there? Magicilla.
Do we know of any Malarican dwarves? Or maybe...
Yep.
Do we know of any thing associated or representative of?
Skella's the closest I could think of. Descendant-ish.
Real rural.
And there's this kind of like scenario. He just says, I don't know. I feel like if there was going to be something, it would be more concrete. If it is as you say, and there is an alternate way in, why make it a thing that can be lost? Why make it the random chance of a bloodline? Because, after all, if we're thinking about it, when they built it, weren't they all Malarican dwarves? Wouldn't that mean that just any of them could come and go as they pleased?
Yeah. But
there would need to be something else. Something hidden. Something that the royal family knew about.
At this point, Matt would actually speak out loud. Hey guys, Valena and I are talking, and do you think the Malarican dwarves would focus more on magic or mechanics from what we've seen?
As you speak out loud and you catch Ash's attention, he was like winding up his maw at the wall. Well, I'm assuming that the answer that the evil entity knows, that the Malarican dwarves just knew as well. Whatever was impeding us is just not a problem for them. We just don't know what that is.
So you think it's something any dwarf could do?
Well, I mean, the wall is clearly like it keeps going south, so there's a way to get that
pretty
wall
familiar
out.
with dwarves. I don't. Everything else has been mechanical, but didn't Ezra say that whole wall was magic?
Yep.
Valena kind of pipes up in your mind, Matashtai, and she says, well, not everything on this level has been mechanical thus far. Where we just were heavily magical. That entire arena?
That bad?
Hey, Ezra.
One moment.
Okay. I wait until he's done doing what he's doing.
Okay, so nothing else really happens until Ezra.
It's
You
kind
are
of I just chit chat with Valena.
you are able
That's
to
it.
finish your detect magic, and as you do, you go into like heat vision mode, like magic vision mode, right? Where everything else like
Nice.
grays out or
Clothing.
blacks out, right? And you pick up all the magic signatures, you know. And like pretty much everywhere in Undermountain, there is a suffused magical presence permeating the entirety of the mountain. But except from that, and excepting you and your allies, there is no magical aura that you detect within.
Seems empty. Both good and bad with that discovery. That could just mean a contraption. It could mean there's nothing.
I didn't see a contraption. Ashes, you see a contraption?
My previous assessment of this room remains intact.
We're contraptionless.
So let's assume contraptions aren't the way. If we're
Then
thinking
maybe-
if we're thinking magically, to open a door, what are our options?
Could be a passphrase. Could be
Okay,
a trigger. Could be
feels like the same thing.
Speak, friend.
well, speech versus a touch.
Valena says into
Okay.
your mind, Matashtai, since part of this conversation, she says, well, for most doors, don't you normally need a key?
Key? Yeah. That feels mechanical, don't it?
Maybe it's a magic key.
Not all keys are mechanical.
Sure.
Like the little stone thing isn't really mechanical. That's a magical stone that you press into a hole.
Kind of mechanical.
It's a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Little column A, little column B. Yeah, sure.
Now, do I remember correctly? The wall was pretty much flush.
The entire wall was booming.
And you guys,
No
you
buttons, no
investigated it. You
holes.
didn't find any recesses or hidden switches or anything like that.
And we rolled pretty well, if I remember correctly.
So
we were
it needs
fairly
to either
confident.
be in the presence of a certain item, or there's a certain phrase that needs to be spoken, or a certain spell that needs to be cast. Is that what we're...
There's no guarantee that this spell would
Alright.
even work based on the magic.
So if I wanted to pay my respects to the King of Malaire, I'd want to bring something showing.
Bye, Zach.
We are broken!
Broken.
Where am I?
Fellowship has disbanded. has
Jake is now
begun.
the DM.
Ooh.
Lead me, war leader.
Ooh.
Yeah, you actually
guys
like
look at
somehow
the
Jake
wall.
became the main one, and all the rest of it. I'm in two people.
I-
I'm two people.
I'm just in Zach's. I'm good. I'm just too
I'm
like,
Ashes
small
and
for my thing.
Matashtai.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jay and I are a Jaeger.
Yeah, you guys are Jaegering.
Nice.
Who are you Jaegering? Who is the Jaeger? The Jaeger
Me.
is
Ashes the
Ashes.
Jaeger.
Yeah, we're Jaegering Ashes. Oh, wait, no, it's this side. This side. Okay.
That's cute.
I think it's both of our left arms. That's weird.
Really?
Quick, one of you stream your screen.
I
Just
can do
the...
that.
Or you didn't... Yeah. See if what that...
Do you want me to
that's
stream
fine.
anything specific?
No, I don't give a shit.
Uh,
I'm
it-
just
it was like
I'm
a-
just betting it's gonna like. Yep. Hey, it's put us in the wrong spots though. But everyone
Here's
is
my
now.
character sheet.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
did, however, fix things kind of.
Yeah.
I
All
like
right.
being the DM. That's
New
fun.
roles. Jake is DM. Mitch is Ashes. Jay is Ezra. That's gonna be fun. I am Bones, and Matashtai no longer exists.
again. Yay!
Matashtai dies.
Well,
This
wait a
dies.
minute. Wait a minute. If it's like alphabetical, maybe where did Zach sit? He was always the last one.
Yeah, it's the problem. Because if
Yeah.
Jeremy, if you stream, that might fix it.
If Jeremy streams, it should fix it.
Maybe. Pick something to
Okay.
stream.
This is
His
Personic.
computer melts down.
Oh God, it's just Jake everywhere.
Yes, I am the
No,
one.
I didn't get it.
here.
Nope. It puts the stream at the front, the head of
Yeah.
the stuff. So.
Yeah, no, not gonna work.
I have the power.
As the
Oh.
power.
As you guys sit in this room, you watch this.
Actually,
hole
if we
appear in the
named
ceiling.
ourselves,
But before I lose my train of thought, I'm gonna share it with you guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I feel like I'm absolutely gonna lose it.
yeah,
So,
Time.
if I'm a dwarf looking to view the tomb of my king, maybe there's some sort of pilgrimage, right? Maybe there's some sort of walking the path like we did before, but maybe there's something we pick up along the way. Maybe there's we keep coming back to the baby in the cradle. Maybe we pick up the baby, bring the baby over here, or we.
I mean,
something
there's
else
several rooms we haven't
maybe we
explored.
rewalk that path, and now that we know what we're looking to get into, maybe we find something that presents itself better.
There's
I don't know.
several rooms on the walk that we haven't explored, so that is definitely plausible as we are trying to find a better way.
Because, yeah, I think at this point I'm struggling.
And like I said earlier, if we have to come back to that, we have to come back to that. And we'll need to figure out what our plan is there.
and mull it over as we continue exploring.
I will play as Bones. Well, we have that whole like southeastern side of the level that's unexplored, so we could head over towards that and explore things, and that would put us closer to the King's Walk. So if we then wanted to do Matashtai's thing, we could head up that way.
You've
Jeremy,
been
that
pretty
sounds
into
way too
Southeast
intelligent.
tonight. Let's do that.
That sounds way too intelligent for Bones. I agree with the
Yeah.
logic. though.
Each trinket he gains more intelligent.
He gains a point of intelligence.
He gains more
A
DM.
point. That broke AF.
Broke
That
AF.
would be broke AF.
He can only have up to his proficiency bonus in tokens.
It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
is that it?
Yeah, there's a limit to how many he can have on his
Is
person.
that 3 right now? We're at
No, we have a plus
4.
4.
You guys are at 4. All right,
think it's
sounds
pretty
like
good.
there is a generalized game plan. Sorry, DM. Let me step on your toes real quick for just a second.
But didn't see what was coming out of the hole.
Oh shit! So, it sounds like the party has a little bit of a plan at the very least, right? Spend some more time potentially exploring the rest of the dungeon, see what that holds for us, and perhaps investigate the King's Walk once again to see if there are any secrets there that were missed the first time. And if all else fails, well, there's still the bargain that can be made. So, We will see what lies ahead for our party the next time we play Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, guys.
Bye.